What's up, everybody? My name's Dorian, and I like making nerdy fantasy things. You're walking through the forest. Frigid winds hit your skin like icy needles. The crunching of snow beneath your feet and the howl of the wind are the only things you can hear. All you can see is a wall of white in front of you, the snowflakes dancing and swirling as they fall to the ground. You're lost. You don't know where you're going, but suddenly, a voice breaks through all the noise. Soft, sultry, and comforting. It beckons you. You come upon a clearing, the snowfall seeming to not want to fall anywhere around it. A beautiful woman and a white fox stand beneath a barren tree. You move closer to the pair, cold, desperate, and tired, just hoping for some help. But all too late, you notice the multiple tails on the fox, and the woman is faceless. The woman takes you away, her fox companion close behind, a human ice sculpture, never to be seen again. Starting off with the nine-tailed fox, we're going to get its body and its tails oriented. Now with the body baked, we're going to clay up the tail. Now we're going to make a head by just taking a ball of clay and twisting it and rolling it until it's a good shape that we like. Now while the body's baking, we're going to take the head and just start cutting places and try to get it the kind of open mouth shape that we want. Now we're going to work on building up the lower jaw, the cheeks, and the upper face. And while I'm doing that, I might as well tell you about the kitsune itself. Now the kitsune and the yuki-onna in my world are just kind of slightly different than their real-world counterparts. While they are still highly intelligent fox spirit tricksters that like to shapeshift and trick people and, play pranks. Much like their companions, they're not always malevolent, but they are always mischievous. They hang around the yuki-onna as friends, because much like the yuki-onna, they're often very lonely creatures. It's said that every 1,000 years that they live, they grow a new tail. Alright, the head on the body and everything looking good. I think it's time to work on a little bit more details and get the tips of his tail. Now we'll even everything out. Now it's time to throw this in the oven for the final time and get started on the second half of this project. Now we're going to move on to the yuki-onna. The yuki-onna is a snow spirit that's meant to represent the duality of snow, both its beauties and its peril. Many stories about the yuki-onna revolve around love and loss and loneliness, but they do not wish to be lonely anymore. They draw you in with their beauty and their voice, and then they freeze you for all eternity, a companion that can never leave. Now we're going to make her arms, a one to pet the fox, and another one to beckon whatever unfortunate traveler stumbles upon her path. Now we'll give her a neck and add a head to it, making sure to blend it seamlessly to her body. Now we're going to work on the dress, building it out a little more to give it a bit more volume, and actually on her body as well. Now before we throw her in the oven, we're going to add her hair. I ended up adding a few extra details to her dress, but now it's time to get the painting in. Before we do that, I'm going to try something new with the fox, actually. Right now what I'm doing is I'm painting on Mod Podge. Then I'm going to use the static grass applicator to give him fur. It's an idea I got from north of the border, and I wanted to give it a try. This is a trust the process moment if I've ever seen one. Now we'll just do the rest of his body and get everything primed. So I actually started painting the fox without priming it first, and that was a mistake. So I took a couple steps back, reevaluated, and then I made a tree. Now we just get 2 longer pieces of armature wire just to stick in the hole while we use some hole patch filler. Now some hole patch filler mixed with Mod Podge is going to do a very, very lovely job at spreading calmly and evenly. But while I'm doing this in the background, I wanted to talk about my goals for this year. I think I'm going to start posting every other Saturday instead of every Saturday. I would like to hit 500 subscribers this year at least. And to do that, I need all of your support. So please, like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can always take your subscription back. And above all, leave some constructive criticism. Tell me what I could be doing better, what kind of editing I could be doing, if I can explain things better, or if you don't like me explaining things at all. Do you like the storytelling aspect I just thought of? Do you like the stories I built up? Would you want to see more stuff like the flower lamp that I made and my short form content? And if you're also an artist, let me know if I can be doing any of my actual art better, or any techniques I could be using. No matter what it is, I appreciate all the comments and the followers that I've gotten so far, and the subscribers that I've gotten so far, and all the support that I get. This is a passion of mine, and this channel is really just an excuse for me to do it. If I could, I would love to just be able to live off of making art and selling my art, or showing it to people on YouTube like this. But for right now, it's back to the video. Alright, time to prime it all white now. Now, I know I don't have to tell you guys what color a tree is, but I'm going to paint it brown, making sure to only do up and down strokes. That way it looks like there's bark on the tree, and it kind of simulates the texture as well. Now we're going to start painting the Yuki-onna, making sure her hair is black, and then moving on to her skin. Now she's going to get a very light base coat of pale blue, before covering the still slightly wet paint in white. That way it looks like she has an icy blue skin undertone. And now that she has that nice spectral blue, it's time to paint the fox. Starting with black for the inside of his ears, before doing the same thing to his nose. Then, using one of my ball styluses, his eyes are going to get a nice bright red. Now we remove our snow woman to give our fox a nice blue spray with our airbrush. The undercoat's going to get a much heavier spray of this blue because, one, you're not going to see it, and it'll make it a lot easier to see, and two, because foxes are usually two-toned. Now I got the blue in place, and one last thing. Now, using the same mixture, just lighter, of Wall Patch and Mod Podge, we're going to scrape that on the tree to add some snow on the branches. And with that, I think it's borderline art. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the next video if you're interested in more. And I'll see you next time. Peace.